Welcome to our show, guys. Hey, what our show is today is on taxidermy. We've already done a show with Jerry Ross on tanning, and we've done a show with Blair Hamilton on mounts and that out at his place, and very successful shows, both of them.
Absolutely.
Right, Bryce?
They were.
So,
in spite of us.
In spite of us.
Yeah.
So, you're probably wondering, what is taxidermy?
Taxidermy? Isn't that April 15th?
No, that's taxes, Bryce.
I hope it's something different.
Taxes.
Okay.
So we're going to bring our guest in right now.
I got a question for you first.
What's the deal?
What kind of an animal are you?
Well, I'm a goose.
You look more like one of them deer goose.
Why do you say that?
Well, how come you got antlers?
I do?
Yeah.
Holy smoke. They pulled one on me again.
Already?
Already.
That's early in the show.
Wow. Well, we're going to welcome our guest to our show. This is Brett Smith. How long you been in Spanish Fork?
Oh, just under a year.
Under a year. And you lived in Springville before you came to Spanish?
He repented.
Years. That's right.
Yeah, he repented and came over to where, what? This is God's country?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Well, what we're going to do tonight, guys, is Brett's going to take us through this taxidermy thing, step by step. You know how we like to inform and educate, and then we like to entertain and have a lot of fun while we're doing it, right?
We can have some fun.
We will. So, as soon as a person brings an animal into you, what's the first step that you do?
Well, it just depends on how they bring it to me. If they bring it to me like that, still the full body or whatnot, and they needed it skinned out, I'd skin it.
So you got this one not even skinned?
Oh, he's done. He's been skinned a while.
What I mean when you first got it.
Oh, he was skinned, yeah, he was skinned.
Okay.
But if they bring me the whole deer like this, I'd have to skin him. Otherwise, most people like to skin them out themselves, like this. At least to about right here. And that's what I recommend doing.
And that's a head mount?
Yeah, this is just a shoulder mount.
Shoulder mount, okay.
Shoulder mount, yeah. Yeah, what I'd suggest if you're doing a shoulder mount is chopping it right as close to the front shoulders you can get it, and then just cut the whole neck, all the muscles, leave everything up there, and just leave this hanging, and I'll do the rest. Because once you get up into here, it gets tricky, and if you ruin it, you could ruin the whole thing, and it gets expensive to fix.
Okay.
But once it's like this one's already been tanned. As you can see, the back side's nice and yellow, nice soft tan.
Do you have to have a degree in taxidermy?
No, you definitely don't. It's more of a trade, you know. I went to school because it taught me a lot quicker. I did a 5-week course, and I know a lot there is to know about.
I was just going to ask you what the duration was, 5 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was on the internet today, and they were talking about, they call it a mannequin.
Uh-huh. This is what your deer skin goes on. They put a lot of these, you know, different designs in there. I don't know why. You can't see them on the deer after you put the skin on them anyways. But what I'll do is, after it's all skinned, I'll just chop the head, kind of like this, how this one is. I'll just chop it right off. I'll take the hair out, and then we'll mount it up to one of these.
And what the internet said, these will almost last forever.
Oh yeah.
Versus the flesh and the real natural body of the animal. Is that true?
Yeah, you don't want to use any of the body of the animal. Skin only.
And why is that?
It'll rot.
It rots, okay. What? That kind of makes me think about this, Bryce.
All right.
He mentions rot, and I was thinking today what a taxidermist would wear, because I like to dress according to my guest. Do you think that, I was thinking it's probably going to be bloody and stinky up there, and I'll probably need some earwear. Huh? And I'll probably, thanks Bryce.
You're welcome.
And I'll probably need some eyewear.
That is so you. Let me tell you.
And I brought my apron.
Is that from Macy's?
Oh, well, I know this ain't from Macy's. I borrowed this from Jean Jackson across the road. She's my neighbor.
Oh, so you got a girl's apron.
I do. I got a girl's apron and also ride a girl's bike.
Can you even see me through those glasses?
I can.
You know what's unfortunate?
What's that?
I can see you back.
Okay. So, Brad, is it going to get bloody? Is it going to get stinky in here?
Not today.
But it does.
It does, definitely does.
So how do you counter the smell and all this and that?
Well, I got this little can over here.
Oh, that's it?
That's how I keep it smelling good.
Oh.
Open up the window.
Now,
What is that smell?
what is it?
Is that deer musk?
Rain shower.
Oh, rain shower. That does smell like a rain shower.
It does.
Now,
You would know what a shower's like. But
I know.
hey, I'm wondering why you put the earplugs in. What does that have to do with the smell? Did you mean to put those in your nose, or did you just put
Well,
them
we
in?
need any earplugs today.
No earplugs.
Okay.
I know why you did that.
Why's that?
From where were we where they said earwear?
Oh, that was down at Shepherd's Eggs.
That's why. You were thinking you needed earwear like we did at Shepherd's Eggs.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, so Bryce, take a look right here.
Just a second. Can I borrow those earwear pieces?
Why's that?
Won't have to listen to you.
Okay. Here we go. I want you to take a look at this.
Whoa!
The snake.
Wow.
I know there's a lot of people out there that watch your show
Yeah, there are.
that don't like snakes.
No, they don't. I know.
And I don't mind the garter snakes.
I know one of them.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
And it's still cold, right, Brett?
It's frozen. It's starting to unthaw though.
Now, you told me this is going to be your first snake mount.
Yeah, I'm still deciding on how I'm gonna do it. I've never done a snake, never even thought of doing a snake.
Huh. Well, there's a first time for everything, Goose.
That's right. Okay, so how long you been doing deer and do you do fish?
Yep. I got a fish right here, still froze.
Now, on the internet, I was on the internet again today, and it says that a fish's skin will lose all its color, and then you got to put the color back in the skin. And out of all the mounts, they said that the fish are the toughest to do.
I don't think so. I've never seen them lose their color. I like it because I don't do replicas. A lot of guys don't like to do fish or skin mounts. I skin it like a normal animal,
Okay.
and then you get all the meat and crap off of it, and then I just fold it over a form, and then you can stitch it up. But when you do it that way, you still have a lot of color in there. You have to touch it up a little bit, but for the most part, it still has all your main colors and where you need to paint a little bit more. But it's definitely a lot easier than starting from a piece of white
Okay.
foam.
And on the internet also said, in the 1800s, this guy came along, and he thought that he would start stuffing the animals with rags and cotton and sew them back up, and he'd give the taxidermy business a bad reputation, and they've been trying to dispel that for years. How do you feel? They said they don't like the word stuff, they like the word mount. How do you feel about that?
I like to say stuff them.
And why is that?
That's my motto.
Stuff them?
Yeah, that's what it says on the license plates in my car. Stuff them.
I like it.
And so that doesn't bother you?
No, I think it sounds cooler.
Cooler.
It's a basketball term.
That's right.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that because all you do is baseball, Goose.
Oh, I do basketball, I do volleyball and badminton,
Tiddlywinks.
and tiddlywinks and shuffleboard, don't we? All right, well, what we're gonna do right now, guys, we're gonna go to our first break. When we come back, we're gonna go to step number 2, right?
Sure.
We'll be back in just a minute. Go get you a soda. Oh no, that's bad for you. Go get some water. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back. And
What?
Brett,
I can't hear you.
hey, we're back.
Oh, okay.
Brett, you told me it's not going to get stinky in here.
Oh, that doesn't stink, Goose.
Well, what is this we got here?
That's a dead skunk.
A dead skunk
That's right.
in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a hit back in the 70s. Dead skunk in the middle of the road by Loudon Wainwright III.
Boy, you know your music trivia.
Ooh, that was a good song too.
We'll want to measure the hide out. There's 3 different measurements I'll take. Once I measure it out, I come come over to this catalog right here, and it's pretty much got anything you could ever think of, from African animals to pretty much anything. Fish, snakes, eyeballs.
Oh, now do they use real eyeballs?
No.
What do they use?
Got them right here.
No, not what they. You. What do you use?
What do I use?
Yeah,
For what?
eyeballs.
I use mine.
Bryce, that ain't that funny.
That was great.
Oh, no, what do you put in the animals?
Right here.
He was trying to tell you.
Oh, okay. So are these glass or plastic?
These are glass. These are elk eyes. We got some deer eyes. And then we got a couple birds, different ducks, and then pheasant eyes here.
Huh.
So,
Pheasant eyes are a different color, Goose.
yeah.
And what do we got here, Brett?
This is when I'm doing ducks. You can't use the same.
Oh, the bills.
Yep. You can't use the same head.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If you use the head, there's a lot of stuff inside the mouth that'll rot on it.
Oh, like
tongue
bacteria and things like
stuff.
that?
Yeah.
Hey, now I want you to give me the right answer here. Okay, here's the question. That one's a little bigger there. What does that belong to?
That belongs to a big Canadian goose.
Hey, let's see what that looks like on you there.
A big Canadian goose. Okay, what do we got?
It's a perfect fit.
Perfect fit. All right, baby. Okay, a perfect fit. Trust you, Bryce.
Yeah.
This is a fox.
Huh.
Pretty much has forms for anything you could ever think of. We got our bird forms, different sizes. That's for the pheasant, kind of looks like a chicken. These other ones are for goose. There's your form, goose.
Yeah, I think we could fit him over that.
Hey, look at that.
We got some fish forms, fish eyes. Pretty much everything you put on it besides the skin is going to be a fake.
I like the fish eyes the best. They really look like they're looking at you. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to put in ear liners.
This would be a double flounder. Oh, never mind.
These are ear liners?
Yeah, ear liners. Just shove them up, because once you skin the ears out, it's hollow. So you,
Like here on this antelope?
yep. When you skin these out, it's hollow. Then you get one that fit. Obviously, this isn't the right size.
Right.
But it would just shove right up in there, and you glue it in there so it's nice and stiff and points the right way.
Okay.
After we got our eyes and our ears and our form and our antlers mounted up there, what I do is I put this, it's kind of like when you're a kid, it's paper mache. When you make those paper mache piñatas and stuff,
Uh-huh.
so pretty much the same thing. It just turns pretty much into cement. It's just fun watching the deer come to life, watching your animals come to life after you start from that, and you end up, finished right here. All this stuff.
Now I
That's
go.
a good looking one there.
Yeah. Now I go.
Is that a giraffe?
That's not a giraffe.
Oh.
I went into guys' homes, and you walk in their front room. They got big elks there hanging off the wall and taking up all that room. And I'm wondering what the wives think of that.
My wife makes me keep them down here.
Down here.
Yeah.
Now you work down at Sammy's,
Uh-huh.
down at Sam Lunsford's, the oil change.
The oil change.
And you've done a bird. You've got a bird in his office, right?
Uh-huh.
What kind of bird is it? Is it
It's
a
a wood
teal?
duck.
Oh, wood duck. You guys know about wood ducks? Oh, beautiful, aren't they?
They're one of the better looking ducks.
And they're rare.
Hard to get, yeah.
So for you waterfowlers out there, if you get a big duck or a big goose and you want to stuff him, right?
That's right.
Bring him to Brad, right?
That's right.
Okay, Bryce, I think we're going to go to our second break, aren't we?
Yep.
All right, and we'll be back in just a moment.
What's that fake thing on your head?
What fake thing?
That fake cheap thing up there.
This?
Now let's make you a real one.
So this... Is it that?
I remember that.
I know, I used it over at Jerry's.
Didn't we send that through the machine?
Yeah, we did. So, what, this synthetic raccoon?
That's right.
You notice he caught it was fake too, right off the
I
bat.
know. So, what do you think this cost me?
Couple bucks.
Couple of bucks, yeah. Party land in Springville. You're right.
That's right.
Okay, speaking about price and cost, what's some of your prices here that you charge people?
Oh, over here too, let's start with our smaller things. The fish is $12 an inch.
Inch.
Yep, I go by inches on fish. Your ducks,
Oh, there's one right there.
here's our duck here. This one's gonna be, all ducks are about 150 bucks. If you want them flying, it's gonna be $10 more.
No,
I'm
right?
flying.
You're always quizzing me. You're probably, I can't believe you haven't asked me what kind of duck that is.
You wouldn't know what kind of duck that is, would you?
Brad, that's a widgeon, isn't it?
That's a widgeon.
See, that's a widgeon, baby.
Wow, you know your fowl.
I do. All right. So, antelope.
Shoulder mounts on the antelope, $425, $450 for the deer.
Now here's the question. This has got to be the big bucks.
The big bucks.
Full body's about on a deer. You know what? I probably couldn't tell you.
It's too much to even remember.
It's definitely a lot.
All right, how about for the shoulder mount elk?
$750 for the elk.
The fox?
No, it's not a fox.
What is it?
It's a raccoon. No, wait, that's what you're wearing.
That's not a raccoon. That's a coyote, right, Brad?
That's a coyote.
How much for a
The
coyote?
way I was looking at you, I thought it was a hyena.
That's not a hyena. How much for a coyote?
$500 for this, the full body. One of the newer popular things that they're doing right now is pretty much like a shoulder mount elk or deer or something, but it's on a pedestal, and I'll just pretty much chop it right here and then stick it on something.
That's what Blair's got out there. He's got them in different poses.
Yep, and you can do that with, pretty much any animal.
You know what's interesting, Brad?
It's got bad breath.
No, his breath doesn't smell at all.
That's right.
Wow.
I'm smelling something.
Okay, the bear?
The bear, to do a rug like that, it all goes by the, I want to say inch. That's the same thing I'll send the whole, once I got the head put on and everything, I'll send that up to the tannery as well.
Okay.
And they'll put the whole backing on it. Just depends on how big they are. So,
Okay, now we're going to slip right over here, and Brett's going to show us some of the tools he uses and some of the products.
Sure. This is my little cheap toolbox that I keep pretty much everything in. You got your typical skinning knives. You got your scalpel to go really quick. This knife's pretty handy. It's a fish knife. That'll skin a fish really, really quick and easy.
Now, is that what the guys use to fillet?
No.
No.
Fillet knives are really sharp. This one's actually really dull, and it's just jagged edges.
I
Oh.
still wouldn't let him handle it.
It's,
Okay.
You're not gonna cut yourself.
No, you won't.
It's like a butter knife.
Beautiful, like a
I've seen
butter
him with
knife.
sharp objects before.
I
It's
know.
not a good thing.
I know.
You got your nifty pins that bend and for sewing, because you do
sewing.
a lot of sewing.
All
A
right.
lot of sewing. That's pretty much all you do.
So, okay, back to school again.
That's right.
Got
Home ec.
home ec. Guys in home ec.
I took a couple classes sewing. Comes in handy.
Comes in handy. See right there, guys. So you're not a wimp.
No, I mean back in those days, I just went for the girls, but
Oh, you went to home ec because there was
helped
good-looking
it.
chicks in
Yeah,
there.
It helped with the future, anyways.
Okay, sewing, guys. See, chicks and sewing.
That's
Nothing wrong with
right.
that.
Got all my paints here. It's an airbrush gun. It'll hook up to my air compressor. Just paint job. A lot of, you'll do a lot of painting.
Oh, I thought that was just auto mechanics painting.
No.
So we're painting animals?
It's still body work. It's just
Body
on
work.
man.
There's a lot
Oh,
of different things.
hadn't thought of that.
Oh, we got our glues. This is bleaching material. The bleach skull's white for European mounts. We got hide paste. This is what you put on underneath the skin as you sew it up around your mannequin.
Oh,
That way it never actually really dries. It just holds it in place, so it doesn't.
hide paste, Bryce.
so the skin
What do you
doesn't-
think of that, man?
Never heard of it before.
Hide paste.
Yeah.
You got your 2-part foam. You mix those together and it'll make a huge thing of foam. Just artificial foam, kind of like the mannequins and stuff.
Now, my neighbor thought you put styrofoam in to stuff them.
Not styrofoam.
Not
no.
styrofoam.
Styrofoam won't last anyways. This stuff is really hard. It's a foam, but it's not a styrofoam.
Okay,
You,
Oh, yeah.
You squish a styrofoam piece and your hand will go through it.
I got you.
You got the glue gun. Back to auto mechanics. You use a lot of Bondo.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
When do you use the Bondo?
I'd put it on like if you have, let's say, you got your skull plate here. If it's cracked down the middle, I stitch it up and then throw a whole bunch of Bondo on there, and it will definitely not come undone. And there's a bunch of different things. Whenever you got like anything that's hard that needs to be repaired, mostly repair jobs.
So it just kind of fills it out. And
Yeah.
if you ever stuffed goose, you'd have to put a lot of Bondo in there.
Like this antler was down to work on that antelope, and someone knocked it off the wall, and
Uh-oh.
so it broke it. I have to fix that up.
Okay.
So, Bondo.
Bondo. I learned a lot here tonight. How about you guys? Well, guess what? Anything else you want to show our viewers?
Not if you can't think of anything.
All right.
Doesn't look like you can.
Hey, we're going to take a one more break, and then we'll come back and close our show. And you know how we close our show.
Oh.
Usually Bryce is looking for me.
Oh, man.
Guess what?
Not this time?
We got another surprise for him.
Oh, no.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Hey, Brad, what you doing?
Well, I'm trying to find Goose.
You're kidding me. He's already hidden out?
Yeah, I don't know where
He didn't even come back and introduce this part of the show. He's already gone. Wait a minute. I'll bet he's hiding in there. What do you think?
Probably is.
What's in there anyway?
Well, that's where I got my flesh-eating beetles.
Whoa! You in there, Goose? You're not serious. Flesh-eating beetles?
Yeah.
What's that for?
Someone brings me a European mount. Instead of having to boil it and get all the meat off of it, those guys just pick it clean for me.
Wow.
Yeah, they come in handy.
So you put the beetles on it.
Yeah.
Would you put it right inside there then?
Yeah, I'll just stick it right in there, and they'll have it gone in a week, and it doesn't stink. It's a lot less work than boiling it, because that's a really stinky job.
That's amazing. What do you think about that, Goose?
Hey, I've been here the whole time,
You've been
Brad.
standing
See,
behind
I
me.
pulled one on you. Hey, take a look at this tater.
Yeah.
Brad, come here.
I'm looking at it.
Look at this tater right
that
here.
one.
How would you stuff this tater?
Oh, man.
I throw it in the microwave and eat it.
Oh, and a little sour cream?
Yeah.
I got one more thing. How about this full body hippo?
Looks like it's already stuffed.
Already stuffed? Got a ribbon in his ear? Does that mean he's female?
I hope so.
The name of his business is Trophy Tales Taxidermy, right there, Bryce.
That's a good name, isn't it?
You betcha. Hey, have a great day, guys. And it rained earlier, right, Bryce?
Yeah.
Cloudburst at your place?
It did.
But nonetheless, it's still a great day. And remember, we love you.
And stuff them.
And stuff them. We love you, we truly do. Until our next shows.